The seas have always been the lifeblood of global trade. But in recent years, one group has increasingly threatened the stability of international shipping lanes, disrupting industries, economies, and global security. The Houthi rebels, originating from Yemen, have become a serious threat to maritime security. Their influence, however, extends beyond their borders, with ties to powerful global players, Iran and Russia. Today, we'll explore the disruption they've caused in the maritime industry and how their relationships with these nations are altering the geopolitical landscape. The Houthi movement, which started as a local rebellion in northern Yemen, has grown into a significant force. Supported by Iran, they've used the ongoing conflict in Yemen to seize control of key coastal regions along the Red Sea, including the strategic Bab-el-Mandeb Strait. This location is one of the most critical maritime chokepoints in the world, with over 6 million barrels of oil passing through daily. Approximately 10% of global trade passes through this narrow waterway, making any disruption a serious threat to the global economy. The Houthis have targeted commercial ships, oil tankers, and naval vessels using a range of tactics, from missile strikes to drone attacks and waterborne improvised explosive devices, IEDs. Since 2016, the Houthis have claimed responsibility for or been linked to over 20 attacks on commercial and military vessels. In one notable case in 2019, they used a WBI to attack a Saudi Arabian oil tanker in the Red Sea, causing significant damage and temporarily halting shipping in the region. The financial impact of these attacks is staggering. The estimated cost to the global maritime industry due to Houthi-related disruptions is over $2.5 billion annually. This includes the cost of rerouting vessels, increased insurance premiums, and delays in delivery times. Insurance premiums for vessels traveling through these waters have surged by 10 to 20%, according to Lloyd's of London, as shippers take extra precautions to avoid potential threats. The Houthis may be fighting a local war, but their capabilities suggest they have powerful backing. Enter Iran. Through weapons supplies, funding, and military advisors, Iran has played a critical role in transforming the Houthis from a guerrilla force into a sophisticated militant group. Iran has provided the Houthis with advanced missile technology, including ballistic missiles and armed drones, some capable of reaching Saudi Arabian oil facilities and even threatening international shipping. The result? A serious risk not just to regional security, but to global energy markets. In September 2020, for example, Houthi drone strikes targeted a Saudi oil facility, reducing the global oil supply by 5% for several days, causing oil prices to surge. But Iran isn't the only major player with an interest in the Houthis' success. Russia, too, sees strategic opportunities in this conflict. While their support may be more covert, Russia has deepened its political and military ties with both the Houthis and Iran in an effort to challenge Western influence in the region. By aligning itself with Iran and indirectly supporting the Houthis, Russia gains leverage over key maritime routes that are vital to the global economy. In times of heightened conflict, the Red Sea and Gulf of Aden are strategic battlegrounds, and Russia's involvement gives them a foothold in one of the most geopolitically significant regions in the world. The maritime industry, which already faces challenges like piracy and geopolitical tensions, has been heavily disrupted by these attacks. Ship owners are now forced to take longer routes to avoid conflict zones, driving up fuel costs and increasing delivery times. Lloyd's of London estimates that insurance premiums for ships traveling through these waters have surged by 10 to 20%. Meanwhile, oil prices have spiked multiple times following major Houthi strikes on oil tankers, adding to the financial strain on companies. As the threat grows, the international community has begun deploying naval forces to protect these shipping lanes. Countries like the US, France, and the UK have established patrols, while Saudi Arabia and its coalition partners have ramped up their own efforts to protect oil shipments. However, the international response has yet to fully neutralize the threat, as the Houthis continue to exploit their strategic coastal positions. Yet, the challenge remains. The Houthis are a non-state actor, backed by powerful allies, and their tactics are asymmetric. They can strike suddenly, leaving even the most prepared vessels vulnerable. As a global security firm, Strategos Dynamics is closely monitoring the situation. We are committed to providing businesses with the intelligence and protection they need to navigate these troubled waters. Whether you're a shipping company, energy firm, or government agency, our experts can help you mitigate the risks posed by groups like the Houthis and their backers. The seas may be unpredictable, but with the right intelligence and strategy, you can always stay ahead of the storm.